All right, sick. We're live. Good morning. Welcome back to the collective. It is September. It was the first trading day of September, unless you're open to trading on Sunday Open, which did something interesting. We're in a different location, or at least I'm in a different location, so the mics might sound a little bit different because I am recording the Discord audio from Graydon.
Hello, hello. Can you tell if it's like fuzzy or not?
I gotta go listen, so you gotta talk.
Okay. I'll do a quick bias rundown. Well, we SMT'd the high from
Okay, hold on,
last
stop.
week, I
I
believe.
can't hear the live stream over you.
Can you tell if it's like fuzzy or not?
Oh, your audio is like crisp. It's good.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're set.
Anyways, we tapped into a daily change in state with an SMT with YM, and then we got the large expansion. So expecting a retracement and then a continue to dump.
Yeah, we both had the exact same bias, so.
Plus we have this data low, which is looking nice.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that we don't dump off of
Open.
now and off open.
No, I would definitely like the run higher to that 15-minute before we do anything. If we're doing anything big.
So if we get a move to that 15-minute on open and then after open get a model prior to 10 a.m., I would probably take it pre 10 a.m. expecting 10 a.m. just to dump to the draw.
Yeah, I'll break down the opening of the week because I find it pretty interesting. So we open on the week and shoot right into this hourly imbalance, right? And on Friday, what did we fail to do? We failed to take out the sell side liquidity, right? So we induced relative equal lows. We had relative equal lows there. We traded higher. Then we see a little micro expansion or a leg lower, right? 170 points. When we take out that sell side, right? Then we're in a reaccumulation prior to today's trading. Asian session opens, takes an internal high. So Asia session's got a relatively good high because it is, it did take the internal high in an hourly imbalance, then sell off, right? Then London session having a hourly bearish order block continues to hold it right here, then gets internal sweep, right? So we take the swing from midnight.
I think he's dumping
at
right
3
now,
in the morning, and then London session forms a 15-minute fair value gap, trades into it, and then gets the expansion. What we're wanting now, like he outlined, is a down move. Obviously, the 4 hour, we have these relative equal lows. We haven't taken this one yet. And then the actual daily sell side above the weekly imbalance we have still left. And that is a draw that I've had for weeks. Yeah, but the last thing, like I said before, the last thing I'd want to see is it dump right off of open. If it
which we're gonna form, if we form a 15-minute order block and that 5-minute change in state, it's probably over.
Yeah,
it's gonna dump.
We traded to this little 1-minute imbalance from that 8:54 news or whatever that is. I would expect it, if it's taking the sell side, to potentially still rebalance unless it gets a strong close. I don't really care about this first sell side we're going to take because that sell side right here, I'll highlight it as sell side. Here's open. That sell side's so close. Like it's 50 points, but you gotta have a 50-point stop loss. So I'm not gonna be in on that move to that sell side. I'll look for a continuation to this sell side. And that weekly sell side's 280 points away, the relative equal lows. So I'd rather be taking the larger expansion, right? It's a potential that this could be a swing low, then we swing back higher, then we go lower. So
yeah, so there's the the data low taken from whatever hidden news release we had this morning. Yeah, I mean, the other thing would be like at 10 a.m. we'll open that hourly gap as long as we don't displace too far away from it.
Okay. Yeah, and we also form that 4 hour up there, but I don't think we'll trade to that. It's super high away. The hourly gap is what I would focus on because it'd be a quarter retracement, and that would be enough for me. It's so close to this sell side, right? It almost feels like it's going to just straight take it. And if it takes that sell side, I'm not really going to look for a massive, so I'm not looking for a massive retracement. There might even be a potential trade prior to 10 a.m. opening, just based off of the 15-minute close in a few minutes. And 5-minute close, like when you're in such bearish scenarios, sometimes you just fall off the face of the earth. and it doesn't really have remorse for you wanting to get in, because that's not how the markets work, right? That's why you got to react. It's like, okay, we're dumping. I'm gonna have to take a little bit different entry than I wanted. But as long as you know your buys, as long as you know that stuff, then you're fine.
Yeah, so like technically we have SMT with that sell side we just took, but doesn't make sense to reverse off there
Well,
simply because of the hard time frame buys.
it would make sense to reverse, but like a super like internal reversal slash retracement, like that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it makes sense to trace off it. I would definitely not reversal though.
So like it could reverse 100 points, which that's a
Yeah, the
reversal,
hourly. I'd like to see that hourly.
but it's not formed yet,
Yeah,
and
but
it doesn't form for another 30 minutes. So it could be
yeah.
it could be in that 15-minute, right? It could look to take that 15-minute. See now, okay, for if anybody's watching the live stream and they're gonna comment in the chat, it's gonna be really hard for me today to answer it. If I'm on my charts, because I've got
Pull it up.
multiple tabs.
We can pull it up. See.
Yeah, you might have to pull it up because I only have one computer or one screen, sorry, and I'm switching back and forth to the my other desktop where I've got the the stream on. I don't want to be doing that every 5 seconds. But I'm definitely excited for the first week of September. It's was a long August.
I mean, so far this week we've already had a bigger range than all of last week.
Yeah, so like all of August was dreadful. I did have a decent month in August. There was trades, and the thing that I did like was it was pretty easy to separate the consolidation from the actual like good market conditions, because the consolidations are pretty obvious and there's so many of them. When you got a really good setup, it really stood out. See now,
Okay, so
if I
ES and
was
YM both took that internal low,
well,
but they're
NQ
not
did,
reversing it, and
NQ
NQ
did
is
too.
getting that. No, but NQ's reversing off that low, which
Oh
is
yeah,
good.
okay. The S&T you were talking about is the higher time frame one, yeah. With this right here. So I find this very interesting, this reversal, because I would look at the 5-minute structure to then frame a long to the 15-minute imbalance here. That would be my play. Because here's the thing, like I just highlighted this. I said if we take this low and then aggressively, get this leg higher, I'll frame this as a Judas swing. This is the double purge profile. So taking the sell side, then getting the rebalance, then getting the expansion, which I kind of did expect for New York session today because of how we moved in the overnight. So I hope I can get in on the 5-minute. I don't know if I'll get in on the 5-minute. It's got 4 minutes until it closes. Is it?
It's gonna happen here in 20 seconds,
Yeah.
possibly.
Good. I'd potentially do that one.
Three-minute inversion as well.
If the 3-minute doesn't close on the chain instead, I'll be taking the 5-minute, and I'm fine doing that.
Yep.
I want the more confirmation, right?
So we inversed the 3-minute, but we didn't get the change in state.
Yeah, I'm fine not being in right there. I will wait for the 5-minute. I don't want to get left behind. Obviously, nobody ever wants to get left behind, especially if you can frame something. But it's a safety measure, doing what I'm doing right now, waiting for the 5-minute to close. My size is just astronomical, and I've only got a 1-to-1 marked out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be taking this one.
I don't like that. The
Uh,
size, dude.
I still want to see shorts.
No, I'm only taking it to the
So
15 minute.
yeah,
I'd be going to break even at the lower 15 minute if it gets the 5 minute changing state before taking that 15 minute. It traded to that lower 15 minute. So the only reason I wanted to be more long, or like I was fine taking the long initially, was because I'm unsure of how slow the continuation is going to be. Like I think it's going to be a large reaccumulation. I don't think it's going to just instantly sell off. And then it will do that maybe to the PM session, then sell off. But my risk on this trade isn't worth it anymore. So at no point in this trade would I've gotten in with good risk. So I'm fine. Like if I would have taken the 1 minute inversion, it's not really good risk. Like they're all 1-to-1s. Obviously, unless I extended it higher, but that's out of my. Like, I don't feel like we're going there, so I'm not gonna go ahead and say we're going to London high. So I'm not. If this is a retracement trade, I'm not trying to extend it to these highs here. You could say that these highs are relative equal highs. So, for the people that are gonna take it and run it higher, they're probably running it to these.
I wouldn't take it up to there just because of the like right. That's the daily order block, and then you displace aggressively off of it.
Oh,
I wouldn't want to see us retrace all the way back up to there.
I'm not saying it's gonna go there. I'm just saying for the people that we're gonna take the long and they're trying to frame it, they're seeing these relative equal highs and they're seeing this low resistance liquidity run.
Yeah, I'd like to see 10 a.m. open, right? Because ES and YM are kind of holding at the low. So I'd like to see us at 10 a.m. open, trade to the hourly gap on NQ, right? And then have the fair value gap SMT.
Okay, what hourly gap are you talking about? We might not have one.
That will form.
We don't like these ones when they're formed on the buy side of the leg here. It's not that good of an imbalance, the hourly, but the 15 minute's a better one.
Will they be overlapping?
Yeah, so but with the way we're forming this hourly, we'll see here if we even form it. I'm looking at this lower 15 minute too right now that we're in right now. My on my live on my YouTube homepage, I get Tanya trades and Patrick Whelan trades. Their live streams. No wonder we don't have viewers, dude.
I had a lot too. I think I had, let's see. Q was popping up there. Tyler Trades was popping up. Tanya.
Yeah. Where's our viewers, bro? I'm gonna have to do a tweet, I think. This is actually super cool how it's not like I could stream the one screen, but then go on the other screen and do other shit.
Yeah. Is it nicer?
Oh, you're telling me, is it nice here? No.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Yeah, it's cloudy here too and smoky.
Yeah, well, we had our week of nice weather.
Yeah, I'm golfing this afternoon too, so I'm gonna go slot it up. Geez, I was firing it yesterday. We had a hole 5 there.
Yep.
The par 5. Fucking smashed my 3-wood like 260 up the middle, and then I hit my 4 hybrid onto the green. I had like a, I don't know, I'd say maybe like an 8-foot putt for eagle.
Jeez, I've never had an eagle chance on that.
I missed it by like a fucking inch, not even an inch. Like it went right on the edge of the cup and just rolled right past, and then I had tap in birdie. I gave it a fucking chance though. Like I wasn't leaving that thing short, so I gave it enough juice to get past. So it was like a foot past the hole, but it just missed the edge.
I'm doing that. Well, we were trying to plan that PGA course sometime, dude. So if I took that 5 minute change in state, I'd be almost at my TP already.
Yeah.
Um. So it would only be. I don't even think it's a 1-to-1. From what I would risk, it's a 1-to-1 on the nose, but that'd be good though. I'd be up a little bit. I'd still look to take trades. I don't want a 1-to-1 though. I'm looking for more than just 1-to-1 trades. Right? Because you take a 1-to-1 trade, you're up one day, and then you take another one the next day, and you lose it. Now you're even over 2 days, right? But if you take 1-to-2s, you take 2 hour profit on the one day, and then you lose a 1 hour. So then you're up 1 hour over 2 days, which is a lot better than being even.
I mean, if it's like a super confident trade with like a good stop loss,
Yeah.
I don't mind taking the 1-to-1s.
But if it
But
has
like in the scenario where it's like
if it has a good stop
still
loss,
bearish, but like could be a good retracement.
If it has a good stop loss, then it won't be just a 1-to-1. I mean, depends. I guess
No,
if you're
but like
looking at
say that 1 minute inversion at the low happened,
yeah, that's a good.
and then let's say the 50 minute was right above that internal high.
Yeah, that's a good. I'd take that because I'd take it to this 15 minute, but I'd even try and run it. I was gonna try to say something. I was trying to say we're doing that PGA course if we can get it booked this week, but the weather's not that nice, so we might not do it.
Which PGA course?
The at the Wascana one, they did a PGA thing there a while ago. I'll find out what PGA thing it was.
Who, you and your dad?
Yeah, and Sean, I think. Oh, it's a women's open. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Hosted in 2018. That looks pretty lit. We might have to do it on Monday, and then I'll have to pack up my stuff, go do golf, and then leave. I'm not even on the charts, dude. I just noticed I'm watching my live stream and not the charts. And I don't have my
So we got
I don't have my blue
new
light glasses
50-minute
right
candle
now.
open
So
there. We'll see what we do. Going into 10.
I like that. I like the fact that we could get a bearish close on the 50-minute and have a order block, but the structure of the current 15-minute looks bullish internally. But when you go to the higher time frame, you can see the true picture, which is the fact that we are overwhelmingly bearish. And I think it's finally time to give in.
I want to see us retrace that 50-minute, but from there, like I don't want to see us trade in that 50-minute for long.
No.
If we're in there for more than 5-10 minutes.
When we break down our analysis, and we talk about higher time frame all the way to lower time frame, or higher time frame, immediate time frame, and lower time frame, all corresponding, so that we get a setup. What we want to see is this 4-hour candle be more bearish than bullish, right? So we don't want a massive rejection candle in 4 hour, but then after that, following with all of the 4-hour confirmation we've had. So we then go to what we did in London session, invalidating that 4-hour imbalance and whatnot. We then want 10 a.m. to open, trade higher into a intermediate term time frame imbalance. So now that we have our directional bias and drawing liquidities on the higher time frame for lower, we go to the 15 and we can see this imbalance. I guess we're trading to it now, so I didn't want to do it before 10, but that's fine. So we trade to this imbalance, and then from that imbalance, we look for a lower time frame, so 5 to 1 minute internal entries to then see the leg lower. And this kind of corresponds with the internal profile, right? The first move lower, right, puts the swing in, and then this fake move higher. So a lot of the times you'll do a double purge before going the true direction. Go lower, shake people out, rip higher. Now people are kind of indecisive, and they'll be like, okay, now we're bullish because we had the fake move, and now we're going higher. Now you see the true move potentially form. So that's what we're looking for, and that would be the internal to the intermediate time frame, which corresponds with the 4-hour and the daily draws on liquidity, which is the higher time frame. So, and the daily directional bias is derived from the daily change in state that we got off of the SMT with all-time highs. Yes. So I'm actually loving the setup. It might be more than just it might be full size today.
The only thing I don't like about it is that the daily candle's already expanded like 400 points,
I did notice that.
right? Like ideally, if we could have, like if you look at the hourly chart, if it would have been like a big down candle at 3 in the morning, if that would have been like open, like 9 o'clock,
Okay, well, hold your
hourly
breath.
candle,
Hold your breath. We're dumping.
and then the 10 o'clock candle would have opened before getting this second leg lower.
Yes.
Um,
So we have ticked into that 15-minute imbalance. What I would want to see, since we've traded to it before 10, is it start delivering lower before 10. I would like it to be either very quick to the downside, or I won't be taking the trade prior to 10. So with that first trade that I outlined, the 5-minute change in state, I didn't end up taking it, but it did play out to the 15-minute imbalance. It was a 1-to-1 R. I don't really take 1-to-1s, but for everybody in the chat, you know, that's free sauce right there.
so getting decent move higher prior to 10, which will be interesting. We'll see what we do here. Now, if we inverse this 50-minute,
I'd be flipping biases
that would be interesting.
because we're rejecting off of the sell side like crazy, and then my long would have played out, but a higher time frame bias took over. Well, because like look at that 5-minute, right? I would be in on the 5-minute, and let's say I put everything aside and said I don't care about bias. I'm just going to take it based off of the liquidity sweep and the relative equal highs higher. It's a 2R to the relative equal highs that we left. Obviously, higher time frame. I didn't want to see this, so but it's happening. I'm not gonna say it's not.
I'm going to do pre-market analysis here before we're going live on YouTube. Logan is trading out of town.
Why can't I hear you talking? Are you watching the live stream back? I can hear it.
Yeah. I pulled it up. I got it open on my separate tab now.
Yes, I could hear it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Yeah, so this 4-hour wick is a lot larger than I wanted. So I mean, there might even be a long to that 4-hour gap.
which is interesting. But
But
yeah,
also, I don't really see us going much higher long term. Like it might even just be trade to this 4-hour and then we dump back through all this back to the low.
well, you're wrong with bias a little bit. And I guess I could be wrong with where we're gonna retrace to before we sell off. That's fine. And yes, I just in the moment I couldn't go ahead and try and say that we're going to inverse this 15-minute. That didn't feel right. As much as I was like sitting there saying we have these, these relative equal highs here, and I could say that we go to there. I just don't want the entire range of the 4-hour to be, filled. Like now, say we close this 4-hour here, that looks freaking bearish. So I'd want NQ to start flipping back lower. Everything else, so ES is actually still weaker. ES is where I'd want NQ to be, but so if NQ flips and ES flips and they don't continue to hold bullish PD arrays, which they are, then we can potentially see the short. If not, we'll be sitting out until the new 4-hour opens in 7 minutes. We get such an aggressive reaction off that sell side, though. That's one thing to note. I'm thinking we're gonna take a little bit of this. Well, there's an hourly for value gap. It's super small, and I don't put much weight on it. But kind of where we're trading right now is just about a 50% retracement. So I'll mark that up. If we get to about equilibrium and we trade to this hourly order block, then I will look to see how we react off of that. There's a very, very deep move for a retracement, though. Or like point-wise, it's a big retracement. So now I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, do we even get an expansion that's equivalent to the 200 points that we just reversed? So that's what I want to know. Still fits within the framework of the double purge profile. You have the down move. And then you get your retracement. Right? You get your swing left. Boom, boom. You could even plot a deviation of it. So say we trade to equilibrium. Go there. And oh my gosh, like that's perfect. And then you get a one general deviation. And that lines up with those relative equal lows. If that happens today, be cool. It does seem unlikely. That is a 400-point move. So see, right now I'm regretting not taking those longs and just saying I'll hold it until we reverse. But we're coming up to that equilibrium there. We are going to close this 4-hour candle pretty bullish though. I feel like is the stream blurry for you? No, no. You gotta put it in 1080. That's it. but I'm not really even higher time frame wanting to take longs. I feel like all the opportunity is to the downside. So I'm looking at this move as a fake out move. I'm not. I think it's going to take a little bit more than just a 15-minute inversion to make me flip biases here. Because on the higher time frame, I can't give you a good draw right now. I can tell you where I want it to go on the sell side of the curve. I cannot tell you that we're going to run to the high that the high that we put with the S&T at all-time highs with ES. I can't say we're going there. That's not a good draw on liquidity. So so just watching this equilibrium. We are above most of those highs here. We have the hourly order block still not traded to. This is good volatility though. Like it's funny. Like we hadn't really got this volatility all of August. Like 35-point candles off of open.
Yeah, and then just September hits and it's good.
Yeah. So
Back to some good PA.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, good PA is a little bit subjective to if you're winning or not. You might feel like it's good PA if you're just winning all the time. But yeah, just monitoring how smooth we're delivering. And you can see the obvious bullish PD raise being respected, delivering higher to equilibrium. Then you can say that, yeah, the price action is a little bit cleaner. It's not really hesitating to go anywhere, which will make it obvious when it says it's time to expand. I would need like 5-minute, a little bit more 5-minute structure. I wouldn't just immediately trying to short. I wouldn't immediately try and short this. So kind of expecting a little bit of a drop lower here, just to that 1-minute internal low, and then to fuck off. I'm just trying to walk. I'm just trying to do a little bit of walkthrough analysis. I was gonna say I want to see it drop lower, take that internal low, and then rally to the hourly order block in equilibrium. Sure, do it right off the rip. Now, for this 4-hour candle, if we go into the 4-hour fair value gap,
I'd expect us to trade into the 4-hour now that we've had that wick.
if we go to the 4-hour fair value gap and form like 15-minute, 5 or 15-minute, then I'll be shorting here. Okay. So, obviously, in hindsight, I could have said my longs are were the play, because I could have expected the 4-hour to be retraced too. But oftentimes, if it is going to expand, it's not getting the 50% retracement. What could lead you to believe you would get the 50% retracement is the fact that the sell side was taken with an internal manipulation, and then it did have a decent reversal structure and wasn't just looking like a retracement. So, highlighted on my chart, I've got the hourly order block there above equilibrium, which we just traded to. So, watching that, obviously the 4-hour looks more prominent. And we can see if news is going to do the manipulating or not. Might be a slow day because now we'll have to wait for structure because we want more than just a 1 minute reversal here.
Yeah, I do want to see the 4-hour traded too, though,
Yeah, we're so close, eh?
because we had such a large rejection off that low. I do want to get that retracement.
Yeah, it did just hunt equilibrium. Did trade right to the equilibrium and the hourly order block at equilibrium. And it is still in line with like a double purge. And if you mark out, if you look at the live stream, this is cool. I remember learning about these fulcrum points. The one deviation, a standard deviation of this retracement or reaccumulation is aligned with those relative equal lists. I think that's something to even keep in mind.
Yeah.
All I really need today is a 1 to 2. I'll be happy with a 1 to 2.
Honestly, if we trade to this 15-minute inversion and like that 3-minute gap, and then deliver from there to the 4-hour, that'd be good too. But yeah, we are in that hourly order block and fair value gap, so.
I'll be right back. Okay. I honestly don't know why our live streams continually get no viewers. Like it's kind of pissing me off. I think it's just there's not enough people that are actively interested in watching what we're talking about. It's a big thing. You're one of the viewers in here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's 2 viewers. One's me. One's you. We're gonna go to the Twitter to freaking talk about some stuff. We'll stay on the Discord call and work through the collective post today that we're gonna do.
£100 off for a
There's that 3-minute tapped and the 15-minute inversion. So we'll see if we hold this and then deliver to that 4-hour.
Bro, apparently everybody's taking the freaking 3-minute now. Everybody's taking the 3-minute. Like, bias, brother. Bias. A lot of people are taking it. Like, what the fuck? lot of people just wanted to trade the retracement, and it worked out. Like that. Remember that? Like that 3-minute. That we were like, yeah,
Pushing
this
up below.
the 3-minute inverse, but we were
Yep.
like, the draw. It's not that good of an RR, and I want the 5-minute changing state. Yeah. It's stupid because it just had to be aligned with my bias, but it wasn't. So that's fine. My bad. I was just tweeting something or Xing. That sounds so stupid. Like you can't say like you send a tweet out. You still have to say send a tweet out because you can't say I'm gonna X it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
I almost think it's still called a tweet. Is it? Isn't it still actually called the tweet? Like if you go post. Oh, I don't know. I think it's just a post. So the people that are longing were assuming that the internal market or the market maker model was done. That's what they were assuming. That's why they're longing. Higher time frame one. I don't think so. Like they had this sell side marked out as the original consolidation, the sell side from August 20th, and then that was their market maker model. I agree in terms of the 4 hour, the hourly and 4 hour. But you go to the higher time frame, obviously, we have a lot of liquidity below these relative lows of its clean, close proximity nature that we should trade to it. I'm actually just going to keep the live stream up for now because I'm just sitting on the chart. So see if anybody stops in. I did send the tweet out, so I suppose I could watch it on every other account I have on my computer.
I don't know if that really helps, though. Does it?
No, it doesn't really help. I think that one of the main things is having viewers elsewhere. So like you have more Twitter followers, or you have short form content on Instagram, stuff like that you post, then it funnels into your YouTube live streams. Or you have to be. I honestly think you do need the face cams. I think that's a big thing. It's a little bit more interactive for people that tune in. They like to see it. So
Yeah, I like the idea of this 3-minute holding. Just looking at if you just look at any really low time frame, just zoom it out a little bit. We do have SMT with the 930 low, with the 945 low with YM, and then off that SMT you get this 3-minute gap. So
yeah, it's also a 50-minute inversion, like pretty much
Yeah.
right overlapped with that.
yeah, paired well.
And if you were to look for a long out of here, which isn't even super invalid, you could be targeting the 4-hour imbalance.
Yeah, so the 1-minute change in state would be an okay entry.
Is there internal SMT? No. Yes. There is. With the 3-minute low, there's SMT. What else is there though? I don't really want to just flip and do that. I'm honestly I'm waiting for my shorts here.
That's also what I'm gonna do.
If we had a very clean internal sweep and then what?
And like even if this long does play out, right? Like if I get in this long and it's super clean, I would only take it to the 4-hour because I don't really see us going much further than that.
Oh, look at this. Talking about knowing when and when not to take a trade. I do still kind of prefer if we'd had an internal manipulation before we sold off. Like if we took the 10 o'clock high.
Yeah.
If it's going to just be a 10 a.m.
Awesome.
reversal, that's fine. But and also if we just had internal sweep.
Yeah, YM just put in equal highs as well. So there's not even SMT there.
I'm just trying to look at what I would want to see for the reversal, right? So either we get the internal manipulation of that high from 10, or we inverse the 50-minute. That's what I'm looking at. Because higher time frame, like it can totally just reverse off of this candle, because this hourly candle did sweep the previous hourly high and is in the hourly order block and fair value up and equilibrium. So if it just inverses the 50-minute, then I'll go to the bearish bias.
Yep.
I guess it's also the 3-minute. So
Yeah, I like that.
but the 50 minutes got 14 minutes and the 3 minutes got now. So it might be now, honestly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see. I'll probably look for this 5 minutes too.
Yeah, basically, if we just get a strong displacement leg lower, then look. But yeah, I don't like that high. It just looks suspicious.
I'm thinking it's fine because you go to the hourly, it kind of resolves itself.
Now, I mean, like, if we deliver off of this 15-minute gap, right? We just traded into it. Now we don't have internal SMT.
Yeah, so that's why this 50-minute gap's pretty crucial for me. Honestly, if it's going to deliver, I'll be in longs to the 4 hour, because it's got 14 minutes to get invalidated, and before we really go lower, I want to see the internal high get taken from 10 a.m. So I think there's a potential to be in longs to the 4 hour. That'd be my reaccumulation. Also delivering from the 50-minute inversion and 50-minute fair value gap now. So I'm calling this A plus. I was going to take that 1 minute change in state.
Get it, eh?
No, I did not get it. It got the 2 minute though. I'm just going to quickly do a check for S&T here. No, not really. S&T is just clean. Are you getting in this?
Yeah. If this 1 minute candle closes bearish and we don't get the change in state, I'd want to see if we can trade to that 1 minute gap and then from there get the change in state, and I'll take that.
Yeah, I definitely am on the cautious side, so I don't want to hop into the long because I did, not take the first long, so. And it is kind of consolidating right now. But the same way I do frame the 4 hour as a good draw, so. I was preferring to take the 1 minute change in state, but the 2 minute has closed, so that's what I'm wary about. But the fact that we had this good reversal structure off of that sell side and had the 15-minute inversion, we are using that, and the fair value gap, it is seeming like a decent long.
Yes. And I mean, at this point, we still expect that 4 hour to get traded to. There's no really good SMTs anywhere at the highs.
I'll only take it if we tap this gap and then get the reaction. If not,
yeah, agreed.
I'm
in the
gonna,
same spot.
If not, I'm waiting for that 4 hour there.
Okay, so YM took that internal low from 1016, so we have another SMT there. I would like to see NQ trade to that 1 minute though. If we can trade to that 1 minute and deliver, that would be.
Do you know why I want more structure? It's because I definitely think that we're in a consolidation right now. So I don't necessarily want to be trading in the consolidation. It does feel like a consolidation.
I mean, now you confirm the low, the hourly though.
Yeah.
Right, so if we're leaving the consolidation, it would be right here.
Cut out of the 15-minute, yeah, which makes sense. If this was us leaving the low. I'm might be getting left out here. We shall see if I can get filled. And there's some relative equal highs in the 4 hour too. So we didn't trade to that 1 minute gap. And we're still not getting that close. We didn't get that 1 minute change in state. It's just super wicked. I do think it's still the play though. I think it's not invalid. Are you getting in on this close?
Yeah, I think so. Delivering off the 15-minute inversion, 50-minute gap. Inverse the hourly, probably gonna trade to the 4 hour.
What's ES doing right now?
This is slowly delivering off the 50-minute. Not super great, but
Order filled.
Okay, got in.
like Lime's got equal highs as well. And like 10 o'clock put the high in, and we didn't really displace away from it. So the only thing I don't like is I guess we do have SMT.
Are you in it?
So, yeah.
Order filled.
Now you're in it. Could hear that. Order filled.
That was really loud. Holy shit.
There's relative equal highs in the 4 hour too, right? I'm highlighting those.
Yep.
I'm only in 5. Like that's just because of the size. Like crazy. So what do we got there? Obviously the break even would be at that internal high.
Order filled.
There. Yeah, so I'm holding this for what I've got marked out. I'm not doing any adjustments. It's gonna go break even at the internal high. Totally go mark out my trade here. It's funny because as soon as I enter, it just kind of looks crappy now.
Yeah, it doesn't look ideal with that candle. I wanted it to be aggressive.
Order filled.
Okay. I got stopped out there at the freaking 218. I took it off at half size because I didn't like there was no follow through on my entry. Absolutely zero follow through on my entry. So I recognized that I was potentially opposing my my original bias there. So and I would have been taken out for full size there, which would have hurt a lot more. Now, directly framing shorts is something that could possibly do. We have a 5-minute change in state right there. I'm looking for 15-minute close and this 3-minute inversion. I'll be taking that. And that's got the R that I actually want on a trade. If we leave that 10 a.m. high, that's fine. Because we've got now swing high formed. So we'll see. I don't require that 4 hour to be traded to. It was just a draw while we had the setup. Like that's what I was talking about though. I was like, it does feel like we are in a consolidation, and that's characteristic of a consolidation, I'd say, what we're doing right now. So I do want to see us break below this internal low, get the 3-minute change in state, or not 3-minute change in state, 3-minute inversion, potentially get, or yeah, 3-minute change in state and inversion, I guess, and then see if the 15-minute and 3 minutes is going to close too.
We SMT'd that internal low with ES.
Yeah.
Just there.
Yeah, I'm watching that too.
So
kind of more split bias right now. I do want to pick the bearish bias though. I'll wait for the bearish bias to play up. I gave my attempt at the longs and I did not like the feel of longs. And now I would fully expect it to deliver lower, failing that high. I guess if I learn anything, maybe I got stopped out because there was no SMT. There's SMT right now. So if it does reverse, I'll note that. But I wouldn't have wanted to see this SMT put in this way, we'll say.
If we get another move through those like recent lows, we'll be through that 3 minute, which will probably just send us.
Yeah, this 15-minute inversion would actually be great. This 15-minute candle.
Yeah.
But the odds of that happening do seem slightly lower. I would just look at the 3 minute, which has got a minute and 50. They close at the same time, but so I'm playing this golf clash, right? I'm in that checkpoint tournament, and this guy lost 2 balls off the rip.
Sucks to be him.
Doesn't know what wind is, bro. He freaking forfeited it. Okay, deliver lower. We shall see. Something. If not, then I only got stopped out because I was below the imbalance because I couldn't take the risk here. Wow, that is a aggressive move off of that. Fuck, pretty undeniable with that SMT though. Pretty undeniable, isn't it? This 15-minute is going to close up here like this.
Order filled.
I have to get back in on that 1 minute gap.
I'm already in. I definitely just noted the SMT delivery, like I said I would. Wicked move though. Targeting the 4 hour and those relative equal highs within the 4 hour. And this has got, at least it's got about a 2 hour for me. My break even will be this internal high. Can meet it.
Order filled.
Nice tag in. 2 minute change in state.
Tagged in there. We'll look to see here. If we trade to that 1 minute, I might add one. Let's see.
This would be pretty interesting if it now left the high there. We had this 15-minute close, right? That was also part of the trade.
Yep.
It'd be very interesting to see if we left the
So we get down to this. We're getting down to this 15-minute order block then, paired with that like 3 minute change in state.
Honestly, if this gets invalidated, then
Order filled.
Okay, added one on the top of that 1 minute gap there.
that should be a good add. I can't add any. I'm in 10.
Yeah.
So, admittedly, I didn't think it'd be this much size. It is quite a bit. I looked at it. It said to do 5, so I double it. But this is a little bit more than double. It's fine. I'm holding to those relative equal highs in the 4 hour too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll go to break even once we take that 10 o'clock high. And then I'll look to be
expecting nothing but quick delivery here.
I'm going to be all out at the 4 hour. And if this trade doesn't work out, then I'm done for the day.
I will definitely be done for the day too. I can't give 2 goes at a long and then continue trading. This second go at the long is based off of the SMT and the 15-minute closure.
I like this second attempt a lot better. Has a 50-minute close, has SMT this time. A lot better quality on this trade. And the reason I'm not holding it far into the 4 hours because I do expect the 4 hour to reverse once we get up into there at some point, and then look to see another move lower, probably tomorrow or later in the PM session.
Well,
But-
those relative equal highs, I'm gonna partial and definitely do something at the 4 hour, but those relative equal highs look pretty clean for me, and they're just right within that 4 hour. Extra 14 points. So I'm expecting the next two candles to close above that down move we had and take that internal high. And if that's not happening, then it's just a slow trade.
Yeah, so YM still has those equal highs, and NQ still has also that 10 a.m. high. So I'd expect those to get taken.
All I'm doing right now is just trading my model, the continuation model. So, and I can frame an internal draw on liquidity too. So, although it is opposing my daily bias, I'm fine because it is a daily bias for a reason. The internal timeframes can have a different story. And they often do have a different story. So sit back. Let this play out. And then once it's at that break-even level, it should be pretty quick because it will have formed this bullish order block or propulsion block.
Yep.
Because we technically have two.
Yeah, so YM's getting close to those equal highs.
But tagging that 15-minute freaking 50-minute order block's nice.
Are you going to break even as internal high or the 10 o'clock high?
10. I can't go at this internal high. Also, another thing was that 10 a.m. high. Just how it formed. It was suspicious in a way. So, just waiting now. Letting the trade play out. Oh, there's some birds in my window, dude. So, like right out the window. The lid. You know, the one thing that is a little bit better here than there is you can sleep with your window open.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You
it sounds loud.
You don't get blasted. So nobody's tuned into the live stream yet.
Okay, that's weird. YM, okay, well, sorry, not weird, but YM fell short of the highs. So now that we've traded to this tiny little 1 minute gap and they're getting this reaction, once we take this internal high, I'll probably go to break even. Just because I don't see a reason for us to retrace.
Yeah, for me, that's a little tight. I could mitigate to your level. I definitely won't be going to break even. I'll mitigate to where your fill is, I bet, which is the rejection of the candle trading into that 1 minute imbalancer.
Yeah.
I'm fine with.
Well, because I'm expecting once ES and YM, sorry, not ES, once YM takes those highs, I'd want to see us just get a strong follow through and then take that high on ES and NQ.
Can you let me know when YM takes those highs?
Yeah.
I'm not attentively watching YM.
Yeah, so Lime's got equal highs with the 10 o'clock and then the 10, like 12, 10, 13 wick.
Yes, because while I was driving down here, I realized one mistake that I did make on Thursday. In the trade on ES in the long, not taking it off when NQ took the relative equal highs is stupid because we would always trade NQ for its superiority over ES, and then we fade it, and then try and say that because ES has got better draw, right? So now I don't want to see it reverse here. So I did mitigate my stop loss already.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just can't fall that short of the highs for me. Like it went to the tick of the rejection block, so I trailed to the I trailed lower.
Well,
Just I can't see it go lower.
yeah. Well, 15-minute order block still being respected. Yeah, I don't even want to see it trade back into that 1 minute, really.
I want absolutely no lower than what we just did there. It's just because it literally went to my stop loss, but didn't take it out.
Order filled.
I got taken out there.
Alright.
I'll get back in if there's something clean, but that with I mitigated it as I didn't want to see it fail to take that high and then reverse. You know, like I said, we're probably in a consolidation now, so it's kind of what it's feeling like.
So we filled that 1 minute gap. That's about it.
I didn't want to see him. I took a third of the stop loss that I had, so I didn't want to see it. Like, dude, getting 1 point away from that internal high, I would feel really bad if I took that full stop loss there. So. I can identify that we are in this consolidation because we have failed to deliver both directions. So now I'm monitoring.
Order filled.
I'm gonna sit out for a bit.
Done for the day. Not gonna look to give the longs another stab, I don't think.
Oh yeah, you're done, eh? I definitely want to be done trading with this price action, but I might as well just sit on the charts and watch it because nothing's happening. I don't have anything to really do today, so I think I'm gonna continue on here. Hopefully, we can potentially see something. Definitely gonna say it's risky to keep trading after losing 2 trades, even though they're both half-size trades. Again, I just think we should honestly stick on the live, but we only look for shorts out of the 4 hour. Because that was my A plus, the A plus setup I was looking for. I just based it off of the internal structure to the 50-minute trade, but it's not presenting it. So like we might get a bearish change and sit on the 15-minute. Why would I? I'm not gonna give another jab at those longs there. Darn SMT faked me out a little bit. So looking for the 3-minute inversion, 50-minute change in state.
Well, like I would have went to break even if line would have taken those equal highs too, and it fell short by like a tick, 3 ticks.
So waiting, we have this 3-minute change in state we just got, but I'm waiting for the 50-minute to get this change in state, potentially the inversion too. Which should be one drop lower to like there. So I'm thinking the shorts are gonna play out off of the hourly structure. We had this 3-minute change in state and it did deliver pretty much right after that candle. So waiting for the 3-minute close, we've got, crap, I gotta shoot. Three-minute closes in 1:28, so I might be missing the entry if it decides to just flush. But I will. I'll do the shorts with one last jab, and that is definitely where I walk away, because now we've got the structure that actually fits with my bias. So one more minute, and then we'll get the 3-minute close.
Order filled.
You still here? Hello?
Yep.
I had a. This is wicked actually. I put my limit on that 1 minute fair value gap. So
Okay, yeah.
I got filled there at the top of the candle.
Sweet.
The tippity top. I was taking the 3-minute change or the 3-minute inversion prior to it happening, because I identified that we were pretty much at a crucial point. Now we've got this 15-minute close as well. It didn't quite inverse the gap, but good high expectations though. So. I'm holding this just to the sell side.
30.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I could frame it to go lower, but that's pretty wicked. Like, could you imagine me holding it for another freaking an 8-hour trade to the actual sell side? The relative equal lows? Like, that's too much. That's asking for too much. I'll just put my final TP there for $4 grand.
Mhm.
Obviously, not gonna hold the full amount. Yes, but this is my, honestly, this is my preferred trade, so I don't really mind how it left those highs there. Just am watching the hourly candle delivery, right? Definitely looks more bearish. I'm doing a 66% partial at the sell side. Actually, no, it's 60%, not 66. And that will go to break even once we get to the lower 15-minute. Yeah, just gotta go to break even once we're below there. See, like if we could have just not taken the longs because they didn't really fit the higher time frame bias.
I mean, I didn't really want. Okay, like
Yeah,
it
I-
made sense to go higher to the 4 because like the
I
10
know
a.m.
what-
high was sus.
I know exactly what you're thinking. That's how I thought too. Yeah, it doesn't
But I
really
think
feel right.
I think regardless, yeah. Wait till the 4 hour. Even if you're bearish, don't take the long. Wait for the 4 hour. If it doesn't get traded to, then you just take the short after, anyways.
Yeah, I'm definitely noting that. I'm noting how I wouldn't normally go back in that long. So we took the long and then it had SMT and then I went back in. I would not normally do that. So I don't even think I'd normally take the long. I did because I said it's a consolidation. So me then taking the longs a little bit suspicious.
I mean, the highs are still weird. Like it's still a suspicious high to me.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Not with where we're going.
Geez, different story if YM would have taken equal highs at least, and we could have had SMT there.
Yeah.
I would have, because I was gonna go to break even as soon as YM took the high.
I'm not even gonna lie, dude. My entry is possibly the nicest entry that you could have had after the move started happening. And I'm fully anticipating a big dump, so I'm holding for one. And I don't really care about the results until I get to my break even. And then I still don't care about it because it's break even. But where is that break even? Yeah, that's fine. Just in my eyes now, this 15-minute is a very bearish chart. Yeah, I wish the freaking weather here was nice because I don't know what I'm doing here. We're gonna be sitting we're gonna be sitting doing a bunch of work on the collective, but I'm just gonna be here.
Well, I got golf at this afternoon.
I'm gonna go make wine.
That sounds alright.
Go monitor that situation over there. You might think I'm stupid because I'm currently floating $500 in profit, but but the draw is very clean, so that's technically just above a 1
And the
hour.
stupid thing was this morning, right? We were like, well, even though we had this large rejection wick, like we could just engulf this entire thing.
Well, I said I literally have the high outlined. I said the hourly order block would be a great place to kind of reverse off of. and
Yeah.
also equilibrium, and then I marked out even the standard deviation of it. If this was our fulcrum point, and we're swinging higher to then swing lower, I marked out the standard deviation of it, and it lines with the sell side, and I'm saying, hey, I can do that.
We also have SMT with the premium hourly gap. ES and YM didn't trade into it, NQ did.
Yes. So yeah, I like that hourly gap. We have,
So-
what did we just do here?
Traded that lower 15-minute imbalance.
Yeah. Just the candle stands out. So I was wondering. We close, we've got 8 minutes till the hourly candle opens. I haven't gotten to my break even yet. Going on the slow at 9:40. Obviously the lower 15-minute, but I don't even feel the need to go to break even. So we're opening a new 5-minute candle in 1 minute.
$11 candle opens for 2 in 6 minutes.
Liking the way this is setting up for this new candle open on the 5-minute.
Yeah.
If it were to just continue lower, it would be. Are you in this trade?
Yeah, I'm in on the 3-minute inversion.
Oh, that's sick. We got like the same fill price.
Because that was basically my invalidation point to see the retracement to that 4-hour.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if we're gonna revert, or if we're gonna get the retracement to that 4-hour, it'll be off this 3-minute. And the 3-minute didn't hold, so.
So, did say I want the 5-minute candle to do a down move on open. So, it'd be nice if it continued with it. I should just shut up. Like, fucking open my mouth, hey.
So we trade right to the
5-minute gap.
right to the 5-minute gap.
Still got so much faith in this trade. That's just that's why I'm not break even yet. And that's why I was like, I'll do a late break even. I'll go to break even when I'm like, it should not retrace at all.
Like, I mean, if this 5-minute gap holds and then dumps, like it's a strong close, I'd go to break even.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the like it could still technically get into the upper one and be valid. So
Yeah. I'm basically waiting for 11 o'clock to see the wick. See if I can frame the wick of the 11 o'clock candle.
yeah, definitely want the 50-minute to close. I mean, it's not that much of a stretch, but I do want to close below the imbalance at what time is that? 9:35. I want to close there. So deliver from the 5-minute, get one more leg lower, and close below that imbalance. I'd be a break even before the new hour open. Might be a long hold trade. I am trying to capture 375 points, so.
Yeah.
Or it could be one
Should
candle.
be-
Trump could go to his press conference today a little bit earlier, and then it could be one candle.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
11 o'clock opens here in a minute.
Yeah, it's definitely not opening where I want it to. I was a little bit like, I want it to open 60 points lower, so it's pretty hard to do that in a minute.
Okay, so we're gonna inverse that upper 50-minute. 11 o'clock's gonna open.
Oh yeah, technically we didn't inverse that yet.
11 o'clock's gonna open, trade higher into probably the 5-minute gaps again.
Might open in the 5-minute gap.
Yeah. If we just take that internal high, that'd be good enough for me. So 5-minute gap, traded to,
But that's before the open, though.
yeah.
All right, opens right there. Because I don't think we should go to the upper 5-minute, I might do it. I might trail my stop loss to a break even. As much as I'm
Yeah,
saying I don't want to do that. I don't want to
I
see
actually
this.
went to break even there because I'm above this 5-minute gap,
I'm at
but
the
before the other one.
I'm at the 5-minute gap, yeah.
So I'm just
I don't
I'm
want to
thinking,
see
like, if
the
it
low.
trades to that upper one, there'll be another entry anyways.
Well, there should be, and then I could have better risk potentially.
So I'm good. I'm at break even. If I get tagged out, then look to re-enter possibly. I would just prefer if this lower 5-minute held though, and we don't get a super deep retracement. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing: in expansions, you don't want deep retracements. So I didn't want the deep retracement. Like my preference was to not retrace at all, but it did. So, and it was off of that lower 15-minute. So that's also the break even. The caution of the break even there. I guess today's going to be a very active trading day if I look to continue to get back in another trade. But for size-wise, I'd like my risk management today. I don't really want to be getting in another trade if this 5-minute gets inversed. So I would prefer if that's the wick right there.
Just traded into the 15-minute inversion as well. Fully filled the 5-minute gap, 15-minute immediate rebalance.
So looking for preferably more than one down close candle here. And 5 minute to flip. So right now I'm feeling really happy with that break even, just because it's now we can see the 50-minute wick traded to the previous candle. You said 50-minute immediate rebalance. That's what you call it. So yeah. Again, feeling confident about the trade.
Yeah, I'm break even there. For sure.
It's a valid break even. I agree with it fully. Here's the thing. I do expect it to deliver, and when it delivers past the 940 low, it should be quicker. So that's definitely why I'm holding for a little bit. Out of reach scenario, I am holding a little bit of the position through the sell side here, and the sell side's already a good enough target. I'm not going to go quite to the next sell side, but I'll hold a little bit to the 900s. 906. But on the higher time frame, there's not many other lows that I see. So it's literally just the one that we formed this morning, which would be a intermediate term low, and then this sell side here, which is external. Or it's an internal range sell side, but on the weekly. I wonder if we'll get there today. That would be wicked. I'll tell you what, I've been in a trade in the same location, but around the same time, that it did run 300 points. So it's not completely unrealistic. So with that 5 minute candle, we got 30 seconds till it closes. If we get this 1 minute change in state, pretty much feels like there's an entry in itself right there. And this is a good break even, as in I'd be going to break even, or it would actually hit my break even level. But I think there's even a re-entry, like a pyramid. But I'm not going to take it. I don't need to take it. I suppose it could be ballsy.
Order filled.
Order filled. You can hear it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
I added there on that 5 minute close.
I was saying how good of an ad it could be.
So I'm risking a third of an R to make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 R.
Now you are.
Yeah, I'm risking less than a half R to make like 5 R almost.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it'd be 4 R. I'm risking half an R, not even half an R, less than half an R to make 4 R. So I'm totally fine with this. My fill's really good too. Like I'm totally fine going to break even once we take this internal low as well.
Yeah, I just didn't need to add. I was gonna let it play out. Dude, how is nobody freaking tuned into the live stream? Like, actually wicked.
There's that internal low.
Nice.
No, yeah, I want to see this melt now.
I pulled my calculator up.
I'm gonna look to partial once ES takes that low from this morning.
Okay, I'll just set that in there. I don't know quite when ES takes it, but I'm putting my limit on NQ at that sell side for 3 of my contracts. I will be letting a bit more go. I wonder why I'm letting it run. It's because higher time frame. Definitely bearish. How delayed is the live stream?
Actually,
It feels pretty delayed. 3 minutes?
I don't know.
2 minutes delayed?
It was a lot less delayed when we started it.
2 minutes
So I
delayed.
remember like you started it and it was pretty much live feed right away.
2 minutes delayed. That is way too much. I wonder if it was something in the set. I didn't change any of the settings in OBS.
It wasn't 2 minutes delayed when we started. I know that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe it's not truly 2 minutes delayed. It should be live. Like it should be, obviously it's live. It should be like low latency. I think I set it as. Like super quick. Super quick. So again, that was my break-even level that we just traded to. Where I would be going to break even. Oh no, now it's caught up. Now it's caught up. It's only like 15 seconds delayed now. All my everybody I know is at school right now. And I'm in a trade and holding for potential dub, really big dub. But yeah, everybody I know went to school, so it's interesting. Definitely interesting to see your friends all go to school and you stay at home. Puts it into a different perspective. If this delivers to the sell side, I would say that so far in September, the price action has already topped August.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because, dude, to deliver that sell side, 111 more points. And then if it delivers further than that sell side, oh my gosh. And predictable too, like relatively predictable. I mean, it aligns with the higher time frame. So if it happens, just absolutely wicked.
Sure to that 3 minute gap there.
Yeah, it's just taking too long. It's not delivering. It's just right at an equilibrium too.
Yeah.
So let's say the bullish bias is still in effect. Then we are right at
Well,
equilibrium.
My stop loss, I'm chilling with my stop loss.
Oh,
If,
I am too. I'm just wanting
but
it
even
to
with my
deliver.
ad, if this 3 minute doesn't deliver, like my stop loss makes sense.
I I fully expect the bias to play out. I was just saying if, because we have the bullish structure. Potentially, it wanted to completely flip the script and invalidate the short structure, which I think is illogical and unlikely. Then it would do it here, but you'll see, it's not going to do that. Once it gets below this blue line, I know it sounds weird, but it is.
If you drop down to the 30-second
I can't do that.
on your top step,
Yeah.
you'll see the 30-second gap at like just after 11, the bearish one. My
Yeah.
fill price is at the tap of the gap.
Oh yeah, my fill price is if you go to the 30-second and you go to the high at 1044.
Yeah.
That's my fill price.
That retracement.
The high, the tick high. On that candle, not on the candle going down. On the candle that tapped it.
Yeah, that's good.
It is the first time in a few months that I have limited into anything, and it has definitely paid off. Because I've had zero drawdown on this trade. I'd like to state that zero drawdown on the trade. I might have to record a video for Twitter. Actually, no, I shouldn't because I can't whip the camera out. Doesn't work. I'll do it once it hits the TP. I'll take a video and be like, yep, ended this trade, 0 points of drawdown. And we'll be smashing, absolutely smashing if it goes to the full TP. I'm getting freaking hungry though. 9:30.
Yeah, so am I.
We have to sit through this thing though. We have to sit all the way, buddy. I mean, I definitely don't think that it's gonna go any slower. I think it's gonna speed up, in fact. So definitely.
I got leftover brisket too for breakfast.
Nice.
Brisket and eggs.
Nice. Why is there no viewers? The last few live streams haven't had that many viewers, and it's kind of upsetting me. Like we were having like 2, like people were tuning in, like 2 people, I think. Now it's not really any. So, I mean, what do you have to do to make it more entertaining? We took a lot of trades today. We were very active with the trading today. We gave a good call out on the 1-to-1 R. I took 2 half-size losses, but then we give out a banger right here. So, and in the entire time, here's one thing that the people watching, even after the fact, could take away. You could notice, we have 2.5 years of trading experience. So when we are a little bit uncomfortable about a setup, I mean, it is a good indication that is not the best setup. So when we're taking the long just to take the long, we even need to catch ourselves there a little bit more and not take it to the 4 hour when we're like, it could still deliver lower off of the hourly fair value gap and order block. But quality of trades, the short here is the best. Just hesitating right now. Did my tweet get any views even? Is the live stream's like looping? It's just so delayed. It's weird. I gotta go back to Twitter. I gotta go see if anybody on Twitter frickin' saw my post about the live. And there's this guy that is in shorts on NQ on the daily from like London session. It's up 22 grand right now on every account. On every account. Maybe not every account. The accounts he's on. Okay, it's so 30 people saw my tweet about live, and not a single person followed through with it. I think you have to put the live stream freaking thing in it. You know, I'm gonna have to do something that I don't like doing. Snipping tool and taking a thing on my trade and then replying under it, quoting. So I tweeted something. I posted a picture of my trade. So here's one of the trades you take today in the live stream. Tune in for more dumpage. Tune in for dumpage. NQ hashtag crash. So we shall
We
see.
need that.
Yeah, I commented under the post, so I hope that gets. It already has 2 views. It's definitely getting views. The hashtags work. NQ, the $ NQ, and crash. Dude, my trade recaps every day get like 100 now. So my last trade recap I posted, like legitimate trade recap, got 120. The one before that got 96. The one before that got 410. The one before that got where's the one before that? The one before that got 50. So they definitely are ramping up, which is great. Talking about ramping up, what are we ramping down, or what are we ramping up to the downside is the momentum. So I'm definitely liking that. Still, my live stream isn't freaking caught up to speed. I wonder if it's because I've got 2 different windows or something, or like is it caught up to speed for you? Like if you go to the live stream and watch it, are we 11:18:37 right now? Like time?
Okay, so the one that I have open, you have a 1 minute for value gap drawn out in red. We're at the low of that.
That's right now.
Yeah, it's 11:18. Yeah.
37.
Yeah, so yeah, like time. Yeah.
11:18.
11:18:55.
Okay, so it's delayed by like 5 seconds then.
Yeah.
But my live stream's delayed by like 6 minutes. So I'm like, what's going on? Just making sure it's not a legit thing. Maybe I honestly, okay, now it's caught up. There we go. No chats today. It's fine. I really hope that this runs out the sell side for once. I've never really been in a trade for 170 points. Actually, I have, but not a full hold. 170 points of full holdage has not happened yet. At this sell side, I do realize $1,000, and then at the further profit, I think I can realize another 1,000. So, tell you what, I'm pretty content. I will be pretty content with that. Obviously, there's no reason to be mad about that. 898.
I'm definitely gonna take some off when ES takes that low, because I'm floating quite a bit right now. So
Yeah, when does ES take that low?
um,
I guess I
well,
could look too. I have to go to my other.
it's not far away. Why isn't my thing working?
Yes, ES is right near.
Fucking thing die? What's going on?
Okay, so ES is encroaching. ES is moving
That's
towards
weird.
the low.
Yeah, we're like 4 points away from the low on ES.
Yeah, I'm honestly holding, and I don't really care about partialing. I'm holding for the full move here. Either I'm getting stopped at a break even, or it's hitting my TP at that where it says 60% partial, and then my rest is going to 22,900 and a quarter is my final TP, and 2 contracts held from 191 all the way down 300 points. You know, that's $1,200. So those 2 contracts, I don't even need the 2 contracts. I might as well not even take the 2 contracts. I actually realize now that I'm not going to go take those 2 contracts. What I'm going to do is go back and actually adjust it, because I don't need that much, which is funny. So I'll be taking 4 instead of 5 off at this sell side. Taking 3 and then letting it go for $1,200 profit literally doesn't matter. Can't make more than that.
How many contracts you?
5 from
Yeah, that's what I'm into.
from 190.5. 190.5.
Yeah.
323.
I was in 3, I think, from
You did add
kind of where you got in, and then I added 2 more.
You got a good fill though. It's a big trade. Should be a big trade. This should be August price action.
I will be
I mean,
taking
this should be
2 off
September.
as soon as ES takes that low.
That's not a bad idea. I might consider doing 1 or 2.
Like if I take off 2 at the when ES takes a low, I think I'll cover the loss from earlier and some.
Yeah, see, that's like I'm not super worried about covering my loss. Like that's not my. If I, if I was
I just don't want us to put SMT in here at the lows and then fuck around for a bit. So I am gonna take 2 off for sure. Okay, let's get close. Oh, good morning, Max. Come here.
oh, Max is there.
Focus heading in, fucking dipped.
It's like where am I? So he's wondering where I am. My friend, I was hanging out with my friend last night. I helped him with something on his truck, but he's got 2 puppies. They're a year old, and they're not really puppies anymore, but they're mastiffs, right? You know what those are? Have you seen those? Hello? Your mic's freaking super quiet.
Change anything?
Oh, there we go. Now it's back. Yeah, so he's got 2 of those, and he's got another freaking. He's got an older one too. So he's got 3 mastiffs. They're massive. It's freaking wicked.
Big hounds.
Yeah, massive mastiffs. Well, yes.
Okay, we just traded into a 3-minute gap here.
Yes, got close.
I expect this to deliver. No reason for us to retrace higher. Especially when the hourly candle opens up, puts the wick in like, well, pretty much put the wick in at 11:01. Put the high end.
I mean, it is holding this lower 1 minute gap.
Yeah.
If you go to the 1 minute, you can highlight that imbalance. We've not had to close below it. Not quite fully below it.
Yes, didn't trade to that low yet.
Nope. It's funny because it's low was actually put in such a weird, like, so on NQ the low at 931, and then the low that ES took already are actually like way farther apart point wise than ES's. So NQ had a lot more bullish movement on open, right? And then we saw ES kind of hesitate more.
Yep.
So when I put that low in, NQ was already above the buy side. There's a little 5-minute gap down here, discounted 5-minute. Honestly, just I wanted quicker movement, and we're not getting it. Just means it's going to be a longer trade. But there's trades where you can hold them, knowing you're on the right side of them. Higher time frame. And this is one of them, especially with the frickin' stop loss on this. If we took my break even, I would just be, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd just be surprised. Can't believe nobody is watching this live stream. Like, what happens when we got like 50 people in here? That's too much free sauce. That's too much free sauce, man. I think you got to do like, freaking giveaways and bullshit. Obviously, that's a lot of.
Yeah, I put in the title, put away like 50K funded account giveaway, and just don't give one away.
That's scammy. But
then you call it a banger trade. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Should have banked on it.
Giving away 50K accounts in callouts.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving you bread, free money in trades, I guess. Hydra took the inversion at 9:30.
Yep.
And it didn't even inverse the gap. Oh, just pick up the frickin' movement, man. I know you're bearish. Everybody knows you're bearish, except for the people offside, which could potentially be quite a few people, actually, trying to pick bottoms, catch the dives. So why not just rip the Band-Aid off and do the crash? Do a little bit of stock market crashing. We all love a good stock market crash, especially when you're in the short positions. Oh, yes. Just do the dumping. Oh, honestly, this is just going to be a long live stream of sitting here because that's all we're doing now. I'm not even gonna sit on my my top step X. I'm just gonna sit on that chart here. We could boot up Fortnite and play freaking Fortnite or something.
Good, yeah.
Play Minecraft. No.
I'm actually looking at it. The only reason I see us rejecting here is hourly wick constant encroachment, but that doesn't even make sense. Because it's like we're not bullish. There's no SMT at the lows yet.
Yeah. Well,
Tap the hourly rejection block.
the only reason
Oh, that's it.
the only reason I see us reversing is 1 minute pair value gap. That's so stupid, dude. We got a new 15-minute candle opening, and we are primed to sell off. So. Oh. I'll buy a house if this sells off all the way.
Yeah, got the down payment already for it, eh?
Well, that would actually be a full down payment. Buy it. No, I'd rather buy a car than a house. That's funny. I don't really care about the result of this trade anymore. I just my bias and everything is so aligned that that's why I'm talking about how much money I'm going to make. Usually, you don't want to focus on how much money you're going to make in a trade. But when you look at it and you're like, I'll be up, you know, 2,300 on 5 accounts. That's a lot of money. You know, it's 11,500. Yeah, 11,500. Yeah, it's a lot of money. That's a little bit of that's a big down payment on a car. Or buy a car in cash. I guess I'm buying my. I want to buy that Mustang. I'm actually gonna buy it. I don't care how much of a, negative it is in the bank account. I'm gonna make sure it's like, I'm not gonna buy it cash fully. I'm gonna freaking, get a personal line of credit for it. Makes more sense. And I'm gonna use it and fix it up and make content with it too for the. Let's just you can make some pretty sick videos. It's like such a unique thing, being a day trader, but then having this super, vintage car. Call it vintage. That's not even that vintage. 66 does feel vintage though. 65 would be cool. I like the 65 and a half that they came up with, but it's pretty much a 66. Whatever I can find, as long as it's not above 67. I don't want the 67. Then they did something weird with the headlights. It does feel stupid not partialing for how much I'm up, but that's because I'm in a little bit more size than usual. I would generally still partial here, actually. Did ES take the low?
Order filled.
No,
I heard you
but I did
freaking
take
partial.
I did take a partial. Yeah, I did take a partial just because we took that internal low, and yeah, so I'm fine. Fine with that. I secured a green day.
You're green on the day.
Yep.
There's a Green Day song.
So green on the day, 100 and some bucks. $100 and change. I will be holding the rest though for sure to that low of the day.
And sometimes, so with us longing to the 4 hour, sometimes you slip up a little bit, but also you have to find out to be right. To find out you're wrong to be right.
Yeah.
finding out that the 4-hour wasn't going to get traded to allows us to have confidence in the structure we have, like the hourly order block and fair value gap get traded to. Dude, tell me when ES takes that low. Dude, it's not even worth it for me to frickin' to partial. Like, I was gonna take one off. I'm like, that's not even worth it, dude. Be a bitch.
You know, I took like just over half off.
Order filled.
But then if
That's
it goes to TP, I'll be up like two, pretty much 3R. So
that's actually a great idea. I'm up, and I'm still holding. So, and I'm holding for a big dub. Absolute dubbing. Because it's but I did partial because it's green on the day. It's another full size trade. So
yeah.
So I've realized 0R on the day. But my TP's at 3R, so. I wouldn't be comfortable with letting ES take that low and then not close it. So I got my partial out there. And then hopefully my final take profit hits. Which is a big boy dump.
How many points is that actually?
Well, I'd be
Only
holding
60 points.
what, my final?
Oh no, I'm talking like it's 60 points to the low a day.
Yeah, my final take profit's still 310 points away. What am I doing? That's not getting hit. Oh, my final take profit's 310 points away. Bro, what? I'm going back to that 900 level. That's definitely safer. This would have been a way bigger trade. I wasn't even in full size on it. But if I actually took it full size,
yeah,
and wasn't down already, it'd be pretty much more money than I could have. And let's say I just took it all off right there. That's 3R, yeah. So yeah, I mean I was up the 3R. So
you just took that low, by the way.
I could have. Here's my thing. I could have held all of my contracts and made a little bit extra, but I wanted to secure some. So now that I've secured it, it's completely risk off. I'm green on the day, and the rest is all profit. So that's why I am holding. It does feel a little bit stupid to hold past the previous, like the current low though. Yeah. So what we can journal and what we will journal and post as the one of the first posts on the collective is the fact that maybe those longs weren't the best trades, and we identified that pretty much in the moment. We were kind of taking them to see if the 4-hour got taken, not because we thought the 4-hour would get taken. And the shorts are definitely going to be would have been way bigger. Like even if I just took all of it off now, I'd be up a 3R. So, like, and it would be a 4R to the frickin' sell side there. Like, come on. So those two losses definitely hurting. Just because it could have been managed better. But like dude, this hourly candle should continue to flush.
Oh yeah,
It's for sure. It's for sure taking the internal low, and then once it does that, I mean, how much of how much of an ask is it to just dump it to the next one, the next sell side level, or halfway between the two sell side levels. So what are you gonna be green on the day if you get your full TV?
like $600, 700.
That's not at the full TV. That's freaking good.
Yeah.
And your full TV's at the sell side right here.
Yeah, the 931.
Oh shit, that is good. You're still holding like 3 contracts then.
Yep.
Is this a freaking? You're in on your so you're in your next phase, obviously, but then are you in on your combines too? And does this pass them?
It'll pass. No, it'll be close on a couple of them.
That's freaking good.
And then I had 2 more that I just got, so those are gonna be like halfway past.
Not bad. Not bad. I'm also building up a reserve, and I've also got some on different prop firms. So with
Well,
those
the only one I
ones-
haven't. I've tried Apex. I've obviously used Top Step. Haven't tried MFFU, but I want to try Alpha. I've been hearing so many good things about it.
Yeah, it's good. I'm using them right now in those accounts. So if I switch over to the alpha, okay, yeah, those accounts at the sell side will be up like 500 on the
Yeah.
account, and then at the full TP they're gonna be up a band.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try them next. That's gonna be my next.
Yeah,
the next firm. Once I get through these Top Step ones and these challenges are done too, then I'm gonna go to Alpha.
I would try and get 5 on Top Step. Take
Yeah.
payouts from it, dude. Sure, get
Yep.
payouts from Top Step.
Well, once this batch, these 2 combines get passed, I'll be maxed out. Maxed out on Top Step for 5, and then I'll go to Alpha. Because Alpha would be sick. The rules seem pretty good. It's like an upgraded version of Top Step.
Is
From
it
what
up-
I've been
Is
hearing.
it upgraded, or is there a little bit of a freaking downside to it?
I have to check. I haven't looked at the rules in a while, but I've just been hearing everybody talk about how it's like super good.
Alpha prop. Weren't they existing before? Forex? Didn't they do Forex something? They did Forex something, right? I like how you can have a fucking affiliate code with them.
Yeah, we got to pump the affiliate code with them.
26,000. What do you think qualified analysts means?
For what?
Qualified analysts. Says they've got 26,000 qualified analysts. Is that people that promote their codes?
Maybe.
Dude, their max payout cap's 15,000 per account per payout request.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez.
So it's there's no way better of a cap.
Oh, it's 2 to 4%. So it's not 2 to 3%. Or sorry, 2,000 to 3,000. It's 2 to 4. But that's fine. It's end of day. Oh, it's 4% drawdown? Oh, hold on. With Alpha, whatever your max loss limit was at the date of your withdrawal, it will be there after you receive your performance fee as well. Then continue to trail again as you set new highs on the account. So that's perfect. You don't get jammed to 0. I want to buy one now. I'm gonna buy more now. Just reading the rules more. I just bought them because they're on sale, but actually reading the rules.
Oh yeah. No, like the everybody's saying they're better, so
So here's the
which I
thing.
mean makes sense. You have
Like-
to do something different
Yeah.
to take the business away from Top Step.
I definitely would have, if I created a prop firm, it would have been exactly like Alpha. I would have also used Project X. They do have a 40% consistency rule though.
For Combine or what?
Yeah. But they say 40%, but then it says recommended largest day on a 50K account should be 1,500 or less. So it's 40%, but it's like oh, that's for payouts though. Oh. That's for payouts. Honestly, the way we trade though, Alpha does seem like the play with Top Step. Top Steps Project X does have an open API, I think. I remember hearing about that. So I'm honestly thinking that you can link, yes, you can link Project X dashboards together. So you can link your Alpha and your Top Step together.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
With is there anybody watching the live stream, or am I just yapping and giving free sauce about it? Alpha. Okay, whatever. With combines, I'd like to risk like $500 per trade, and then be up $1,000. It takes you 3 days to pass it, as long as you know what you're doing. If you've been trading for long enough, and you're like, I know I can, pass it. It's just, I don't want to risk more size, so I can pass it quicker, right? Because you want to get right to that funded stage as quick as possible. That's why I do 500. You have 4 losses. So that's like 4 days, potentially 2 days, depending on if you do 2 trades in a day. And I won't do half-size trades in a day on so if I lose the first trade, I'll just do another full-size trade because it's combine. Because then at least you're making it back plus profit potentially. And the goal with combines is to pass them as quick as possible. Like I said, once you realized you're profitable. Okay, so again, still holding this frickin' trade. SMT's at the sell side, but that's not really bothering me that much. I would really prefer if it just ran through that sell side, but got things to get on with in my day. Lunch sessions coming in here. Obviously, since I'm bearish higher time frame, I'm still going to hold this thing. Yeah. Everybody was taking longs today on the buy side of it. Just to the hourly imbalance in the premium above this low resistance liquidity run. I could definitely have argued that in the moment, and I did kind of argue it in the moment. But yes, the shorts are definitely the place here. So once this big banging trade plays out, we'll make the collective's first post. We'll do the trade recap and we'll highlight the 2 trades we took, or the 3 trades, I guess. They're half size though, so I'll make sure to say that. But we'll do it in the thread format. So it's going to be the overview of the higher time frame analysis and the stats on the day. Then it would
Okay,
be
looking back, the first long that we took out of the gap wasn't the best because there was, first of all, there was no SMT, and we were kind of we did want to see shorts, so it was like a little bit of a forced trade to the 4 hour.
yeah. But again, if
However,
you had
the
your
second trade, though,
if you had your stop loss at the internal low, you wouldn't have been taken out.
yeah.
The size is just
However,
too big.
the
for me.
second trade I did like more because it
Yeah.
traded into the gap, had SMT displacement higher for value gap. That one makes sense. Like I'd be fine. Like that's a fine trade to lose on.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
fine. I'm
expecting it to
fine.
trade to the 4 hour.
Fine losing there too because I had a mitigated stop loss. The only thing was it was opposing it was directly opposing what I wanted to deliver for shorts. I said hourly order block and fair value gap and equilibrium for shorts. And then I was like 4 hour, but that's just, that's setting your eyes on something that you think is obtainable. But like, again, you don't really want it to get traded to. I was just like, it's so close to the 4 hour, might as well just trade to it. Right.
Well, and I also didn't like the 10 a.m. like how 10 a.m. opens higher, puts the wick in, and then there's no follow through though. Like after you put the high in at
But
10.
again,
and then
dude,
you retrace super
statistically,
slowly.
statistically, 10 a.m. is a reversal,
Yeah.
a measure of reversal. So you look at the hourly, you can clearly see the reversal at 10 a.m. It's wicked.
Yeah.
Absolutely wicked 10 a.m. reversal.
Well, the thing was, in the moment, like as I was taking the long, I had the hourly SMT marked out with the hourly gap. But then I was like, oh, the 50-minute looks super good in the 5-minute, so like it's fine. But yeah, no, not ideal.
Dude, I'm actually not touching anything on this trade. I'm fully letting it go to my TP because if I look at like the daily, it just makes sense to continue dumping. It needs a big down close day. Well, because it should break new lows on the daily, because it's 26 points away, whatever. And then the 4 hour fully engulfs it too, which then once it closes, makes sense for a further continuation. The hourly makes sense too, because we'll get to continue selling off in the hourly. We'll have the new hourly change in state. So the only thing I'm wishing is I didn't partial and I'm let all of it go to my full TP, but that doesn't really matter. I wanted to secure something, especially with that SMT with ES.
Yeah, no, I was totally fine with that.
There's a lot of people catching
Different
this trade.
story if I wasn't in as much size. Because if I wouldn't have pyramided, I probably wouldn't have added partial.
Yeah,
But because I pyramided, it allowed me to take some off.
Yeah, dude, if I didn't partial anything and I just took it all off at the sell side, I would have been up 1,000 on the day. 1,140. If I took no partial. But I partialed. I partialed 60% too, a little bit early. Which I'm fine with doing, but if I wasn't down already, yeah, the first partial would probably be at the sell side. All right, we're taking this. We're close to the sell side here. Wishing that I didn't partial, but was quite a hold. Quite a bit of a hold. I think I partialed like 30 minutes ago.
I don't know if it takes it on yours.
Oh shit, I was watching it on the other one too. It's freaking 3.5 points away.
filled.
Did it take it on yours?
No, I just took it off.
You couldn't wait the 3 points?
No, I was up. I was up too much to let it go back at all. So I just fuck it.
What were you up?
On
600?
that was like 5 something. Yeah.
Oh, so close to my limit. I've got one. I'm taking one more off there, I think. I don't fucking know. I could take it all off. Be content.
Order filled.
Oh, I just accidentally shorted 2 more.
Order filled.
Oops. I closed it. Fucking retard. Okay, up 717 on the day. I was down first, so yeah, but whatever. Dubs to start it off. Good freaking morning, September.
Yep, good move, good volatility. I like how we pumped 250 points and then we dumped 250 points right after. So I like that.
Oh, dude, honestly, you're gonna have to go back into the live stream once it's up and clip out the short here. Because I was like, yeah, I'm going in. I actually got tapped. I top ticked it, and then I'll be okay. So, screw you guys for tuning into the live stream because there was none of you. Obviously, you missed out on shorts, and we did outline shorts the entire day.
Dude, like the fact that I'm up 600 after being down 300, like that's pretty fucking good.
The fact that I'm up 700 after being down 600 is pretty wicked, isn't it?
Yeah, like that's just the power of a good trade and good risk management. So, like, dude, I wasn't even risking much. Like, so when we entered this first trade, I was risking I think 250, and then when I pyramided, I was only risking 130.
Oh, dude, yeah, my risk was 350, and I didn't add because I was like, I don't need to.
Yeah,
it was wicked though. First trades are much.
Oh, look
shittier.
at that! It didn't take the low, and it reversed. Not reversed, but it's.
I'm out,
trading
so
higher.
I don't really give a crap no more.
I just hate when it's so close to your limit and it is hesitating, because it's always like, it's shitty. It's shitty when it falls short of it and then reverses or retraces super deep against you, and you're like, well, it was right there.
Yeah. So
No, like it's not something to get used to, like always taking partials early, but
no,
just when
I always go off of how we got there.
Yeah.
In this case,
Like it was pretty efficient.
But in this case, I'm very fine taking it off there. And if even I'd still be fine holding. But
look at that.
I would have been down because I accidentally added 2 more. I would have been down another $160 off the P&L. Fuck, I'd be so pissed. I actually no, I wouldn't have done that though if I wasn't partialing. But okay, let's see here. There was one reason why I kept trading today, even though I was like, I might be done trading. And it was because I was ready to have my bearish bias put into place. And I recognized that the longs were, you paying to find out where the high was. That's what I'll say. I tested the longs to see if it was going to continue with the bullish momentum. It failed. Now that is me paying for knowledge, right? I paid to find out that it was bearish. Then I got in my shorts. Then I made money. So, kind of somewhat scammy logic, because even if I didn't take those longs, I still would have taken the shorts. But at least I found out. The 4 hour was a candidate to be traded to, especially with the movement we had. But yeah. Oh, dude. So now look at it, right? Like I was saying, it's fine to have the retracements. It's probably just going to speed up and dump. It's probably dumping through that sell side. It's probably going to dump right to where my full TP was. Yeah. But I'm not worried about it because technically this was a 4 hour trade. So what are you going to do? That's, you take your 4 hour, get out of there. I actually think I was only risking like 300. So not bad whatsoever. Yes, I would definitely go into the live stream after and clip that up. It's going on the collective Twitter at the collective_NQ, or is it the collective_NQ? thank you, September, for coming around the corner. Most people dread September because school starts. So we don't have to.
Yeah,
'cause we're out.
everybody's fucking just hating that September's here, and we're just loving it.
Yeah. My friend was like, "I start school today," and I'm sending him pictures of me live streaming, trading,
And you're like,
And
good PAs here, so
I showed him all the bread, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Cause I'm not in school, so unemployed." Has its positives, I guess, on some days. Oh, dude, you know that song?
which song?
Can you think of it?
I got no clue where you're going with this.
Oh, dude, I can't search songs up on my. I gotta search them up on my phone. Put it on.
I'm shutting the live stream off on my thing here, so pulling up the Canva. Do a quick little trade recap.
Well, considering we're done trading, I am ending the. Oh, it's reversing. Oh, good thing I
Yeah.
partialed. God damn.
I think I took everything off.
Yeah, when I got a point away. Okay, shit, that was a little bit retarded. We're ending the live stream. Jeez.
Yes.
I'm on the wrong freaking desktop. It's like, why can't I end it? It's because I've got the wrong thing pulled up. All right, we will catch you guys September 3rd. And that was the collective live stream.